Good morning, children. Today we are discussing about food. Where does it come from? So today our topic is food. It's very important. It's a very important part of our life. So to do your daily course activities, you need energy. To get the energy, you need to take the food. Right. So it is our primary need. Without taking food, you cannot do anything. You cannot play. You cannot study. So to do any sort of physical activity or mental activity, that means you cannot think if you don't have food. So food is such important requirement of the living things. All the living things, they need food to live, to continue their life. They need food. Plants, animals, every organism, it needs food. So here the lesson is about the food, and here the topic that we are going to discuss about the food in this class, in 6th class, is that where does it come from? From where we are getting our food? See, if somebody asks you from where do you get the food, people, those who are living in metros, that is in urban areas, in cities and towns, they don't know exactly from where the food comes. Right. So if you have a friend who is living in metros, like in Mumbai or Hyderabad, if you ask him, he may say that we get the food from restaurant. Yes, nowadays we have so many advanced mobile applications, apps in your mobiles. You can choose the food what you want, the variety you want, the rotis, the type of rotis you want, the type of curry you want with that. Just if you press that, if you select the items, the delivery boy will deliver the food to your door. So the food comes from restaurant. Is it true? Right? Of course it is true. But to the restaurant, from where does it comes? Right? So we need to have a deep understanding. If you ask this question, the same question to your friend who is, if anybody is living in a village, if you ask, they may easily say that the food we are getting it from plants and animals, because they see that, they experience that every day. So in villages, what the villagers generally do? The villagers, they grow the crops. In most of the villages, agriculture is the main occupation. The job of the villagers is to grow the plants, that is agriculture, and to rear the animals. Animals are reared for milk and other items, food items. So if you have visited any village, you can experience that, you can see that. Food, we are getting it from plants and animals, right? But if you have not visited any village, you have not seen any village in any movie or any other place, then you don't know from where does the food comes. So you may just think that we are getting the food from restaurant. But even in the restaurant, the food has to be prepared. With what they prepare? They prepare with some ingredients. From where do they get that ingredients? These ingredients to prepare our food, we get from plants and animals. So here in this lesson, we are discussing this topic under 4 headings. The first one is food variety. The second one is food materials and sources. Third one is plant and animal food products. And the fourth one, what do animals eat? Now let us begin with the first one, food variety. Food variety. So your mama is giving you same kind of food in the lunch every day. Your mom is giving you the same kind of food. Every day you have 2 rotis or 3 rotis in your lunch pack along with some salad or the same curry, same dal. You're getting rotis and dal every day. What do you say? One day you will stop eating the lunch and you will complain to your mom, You are giving the same. It is routine. It is boring. I am not interested to eat the rotis with dal every day. You will ask your mom to make some other. You will ask your mom to make some paratha or some fried rice or some khichdi. Right? So why? Because we need a variety of food. Okay? So we are looking for a variety of food. We don't need variety of food. Food is to just survive. By eating the same kind of food also we can live. But we have very highly developed senses. Our senses are very much developed. Our hearing sense and our vision and our taste, they are very highly developed. So we are having more developed senses than compared to other animals. So we have good taste. To satisfy our taste, we need a lot of variety in our food. So if every day the same kind of food is given to you, you may tell your mom that you need some change. You are getting bored with the food. So we look for a lot of variety. And you see the people around you in your class, you ask your friends, if you have 30 members in your class, you ask your friends what is their favorite dish. Just make a list of it. Write the names of all your friends on one side and their favorite dishes. You will see each one of them, they may like different kind of food. So everyone will be there having their own choice. All do not want the same kind of food. So different people like different food. Right? So we need a variety of food. So now let us see how this variety comes into the food. So now let us talk about the food variety. So in nature, there is a lot of variety in the nature. The nature itself has given a lot of variety things for us to see, to enjoy, to eat. You don't have only one kind of food in the nature. Nature has given you so many different variety fruits, vegetables, cereals, pulses. There are so many things that you can eat. These things, they are readily available in the nature. Early men, they used to eat the food as it is from the nature. There was no cooking. Later, they discovered the fire, then they started cooking. Even though they started cooking, they used to cook only certain things which enhance their taste by cooking, not everything. Right? They used to eat the different food items available in the nature as it is. If they used to get some vegetables, they used to eat the vegetable as it is, fruits as it is. Right? So they enjoyed the variety. So years passed on, centuries passed on. Now the evolved man, modern man, we are bored with that variety. So we wanted to create more variety food from what is there in the nature. So all we find the products of plants and animals as our food. So we are not taking them directly as it is. So you are given a glass of milk. No, not tasty. I want to mix something in this. The milk is made into ice cream. Yes, you like it. You will eat it. So the milk is mixed with some sugar, cream. It is made to an ice cream. So now you enjoy that. So we are looking for more variety than what is really existing in the nature. So day by day, you wanted to go for more and more taste, more variety of food items to eat. If you go to a restaurant, you will find a book menu. You will go through that, so many items are listed. How all these food items are prepared? They are prepared by using the basic ingredients. These are the ingredients which are available in the nature. Earlier we used to eat the ingredients as it is. Now we are not. We are making the food We are preparing the food by using these basic ingredients. What are all these called as? Ingredients. Right? So by mixing these ingredients in proper proportion and heating them to proper temperature, that is the process called as cooking, making a recipe. So by that we are preparing the food. So many food items. If you are asked for tell me any one food item for your lunch, you may give so many. Somebody says some biryani, somebody says rotis or paratha. So these are the food items, and how these food items are made? They are made from the ingredients. Just let us have a look at these ingredients. From nature we get fruits, we get a variety of fruits, right? And rice, wheat, jowar, bajra, all these are cereals we get from nature. Oils, we get different kind of oils from plants, seed oils, coconut seed oil, groundnut seed oil, mustard oil. So all these are the vegetable oils or cooking oils. And vegetables, a large variety of vegetables, potato, carrot, beetroot, capsicum, onion, beans, so all these vegetables we get from the nature. And dals, pulses, black gram, right? So urad dal and chana, we have that Bengal gram. So likewise we have dals and water, salt. Of course water and salt, they are not from either plant or animal, we get it from nature, water and salt. But those are also the very important ingredients in making food items, water and salt. So we get something from animals, like milk we get from animal, meat, egg, chicken, these are the products we get from the animals. So this is not the whole variety, I have mentioned a few, but we have a lot of variety of ingredients we get from the nature. So we also get spices. The spices, they make our food so tasty, right? Spices and salt, they enhances the taste and flavor of food. So earlier the food was eaten just to satisfy our hunger. So when you are hungry, when you don't have energy to do work, when you feel so weak, you used to take food, then you get energy to work. So food is, the purpose of the taking food is to satisfy your hunger. But nowadays, it's for the taste, for enjoyment. So we are enjoying the food by its taste, by its smell, by its texture, what is called as palatability, by its texture, color, everything. We are adding so many colors, natural colors, artificial colors, food colors. We are adding colors. So we wanted to enjoy every aspect of the food, not only its taste, its flavor, its color, its smell, all these things. So you need so many things to be added to the food to get all these kind of enjoyment. So simply you wanted to enjoy the taste, that is different. You wanted to enjoy the taste, you wanted to enjoy the smell, you wanted to enjoy the color, you wanted to enjoy the texture, that is the look, everything. So different things are added, ingredients are added to make a food item. Say for example, I say chicken biryani. So this is the food item I want. To make this food item, I need some ingredients. By using the ingredients, by using the flame, I can cook this chicken biryani. So what are the ingredients we need to make the chicken biryani? We need rice, we need water, we need salt, we need spices, very very important. The flavor, the smell of the biryani is brought by the spices. Cloves, cardamom, right, cinnamon, jeera, all these spices Black pepper, they add flavor and they bring the spicy taste to the food item. So, salt, spices, water, rice, and this is chicken biryani, you need to add chicken. If it is a vegetable biryani, you need to add the vegetables. Now, let us see the different ingredients that we have used here. Water, spices, rice, chicken, and salt. Of course, you need some vegetables also like onions and chilies. So, you need some vegetables also to make the chicken biryani, onions and chilies. So, these are the ingredients by which we make this dish. So, to get a variety of food, we need to have so many ingredients. So, from where do we get these ingredients? So, just you find who is procuring the ingredients in your house, your mother or father. You might have gone to the supermarket with them one day, then you will see they will carry a list of items every month. So, as per the list, they will pick up the items from the shelves, from the supermarkets, or they may go to a grocery shop and they may give the list to the person. He will pack all the items as per the quantity you have specified. So, all these ingredients your mother or father will be carrying to your house and putting them in the boxes in the kitchen. So, that is sufficient for the whole month. So, you see that you count the number, how many it will be, like around some 40 to 50 items you are purchasing every month. So, that means you need 40 to 50 variety ingredients to make the whole dishes. Of course, along with those items, grocery items you purchase, every week or every 3 days or every day, your mother or father might be buying some vegetables and fruits. So, every alternate day or some people weekends, they buy all these fruits and vegetables. They are very important. And every morning, you are getting milk packets. So, see that to get a variety of food, you need to have a variety of ingredients, right? Now, let us see one more food item, how it is prepared. So, now we have one more dish here. This is a most favorite South Indian dish, that is sambar. So, the sambar, it is used in combination with idli or with rice or with chapati. So, with any kind of staple food, you can use it as a side dish for this. The sambar, how this is made. This is also a good food made out of different ingredients. Now, let us see what are the ingredients with which this sambar is made. To make sambar, you need to have water and you need to have salt, and the main ingredient in sambar is that dal, red gram. So, with that the sambar is made. Now, vegetables, drumstick and onions, tomato, bottle gourd, carrot, these vegetables are put in this sambar, they are boiled in this sambar. Along with that, you need to grind some spices and to put the powder of the spices in the sambar. So, you need to have the spices. So, we can understand this is a complicated food item, because if it contains more number of ingredients, it is more complicated. If the food item, the recipe takes less ingredients, less complex. Say, if you are asked to make an omelette, omelette is a food item, what do you need? Just you need one egg, salt, chili powder, oil and a pan to fry that omelette. That's all. It's very simple, very easy. You need very less ingredients, right? So, you know how to make an omelette. Just break the egg, whip the egg, put some salt and chili powder in that, whip it, heat the pan, put some oil and pour this egg mixture, then spread it evenly. Your omelette is ready. So, it's a very simple recipe, but even though, see how many ingredients are required. Even though it is simple, you need to have an egg, salt, chili powder, vegetable oil. So, these are the ingredients we need to make an omelette. So, this is sambar. Here you need spices. Here I am simply saying spices, but there is a list of spices. What is needed? Black pepper is needed, mustard is needed, jeera is needed, likewise. And I am telling vegetables, here is a list of vegetables needed. So, this is very complex because it needs different type of vegetables, different type of spices, water, salt and all. Right. So, for every day for our lunch and dinner we make rotis. In North India they make rotis, South India they make rice. To cook rice nothing is needed, rice and water. So, that is the steamed rice or boiled rice, but they can't eat it alone. You cannot simply eat the rice, you need some curry to made with that, made for that. Sambar or any other curry, chicken curry or tomato curry, some curry has to be made, some gravy has to be made to eat along with this rice. In the same way rotis are made, very simple. You need to have wheat flour, atta, salt and water. You will make the dough into balls. These balls are rolled into chapatis or rotis, and these rotis are heated on a pan or a tawa. But can you eat the rotis alone? No, you need to have something to eat with the rotis. So, some curry is made, some aloo curry is made, some gobi curry is made to eat along with this rotis. So, to make the curry, to make the aloo curry, you need aloo, you need chili powder, oil, salt, onion, chilies, all these things. Right? So, here the thing that you need to understand is that the variety of food that we are enjoying in our day-to-day life, this variety of food is coming from ingredients. It's made out of some ingredients. So, those are the ingredients. From where do we are getting these ingredients? We are getting these ingredients from the nature. Some ingredients are from plants, some ingredients are from animals, some ingredients are from nature like salt, water from nature, some from plants, some from animals. So, that is the point we should acknowledge here, that the ingredients to make our variety of food items, they are coming from the nature, that is from the plants and animals.